So in this tutorial I'm going to be going over a grip that's going to allow you to use 2-point in one hand to either move through wall plane or you can stop into wall plane. I'm going to show you it. You can also stop, instead of going through wall plane, you can stop into wall plane. The first thing you're going to want to learn is to be able to drill using just one hand and going in a 180 and getting used to just being able to consistently catch and throw using just one hand. So before you add in the third, to be able to do it in a juggling pattern. So now I'm going to break this down grip for grip and toss for toss the way I do it. So I start the same way I would in a normal cascade. So if I had my third one here, I'm throwing my pinky side poi and then thumb side poi. When you catch the pinky side poi, which would be the toss and then catch, you're going to pull it forward and it's going to go in front. And then the second poi is going to split behind, and the first poi that you toss is still going to be the first poi that you toss when you move through to the other side. So it's pinky side poi, thumb side poi, split in front, and it splits in front, and then the first poi is still going to be the first poi that you toss. But the only difference is when you start it on this side, when you're first starting the toss, when you start on this side to toss, it's going to be on your thumb side poi that's going to do the first toss. So the grip that I go through when I'm catching it to go for the split in between is like this. So it's I catch right here with my pinky side. The first toss that I catch is going to be the one that I go forward, is going to catch in between these two fingers, because I feel like I have more control with these two fingers versus these two fingers to split when I'm coming through. And then the second poi is going to be, the pinky side poi is going to be doing the next toss. The only reason why this works, because normally when you're in a juggle and you do pinky side poi and then thumb side poi, and then you can't do a thumb side poi because it'll hit pinky side poi. The only reason it's working this way is because my thumb side poi is because it's in that kind of split motion, and then before I toss, so it's not on this. You're not doing it on the same plane that's going to make it hit. And at the same time, so after I do toss to let go of my grip, I do pinky side poi, thumb side poi, split in between. This is going to catch in between pinky side, thumb side, and the pinky side. Right, so the next thing we're going to learn how to do is using it in a 3-poi pattern in a juggling tutorial. So when you're doing a normal pendulum cascade, at any point in time, you're going 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3 with pendulums. At any point in time, you could toss with either left or right hand, whichever one you want to use to do the turn with. You throw one, the other one just kind of dangles at the side. So normally you do 1, 2, 3, so it would be 1, 2, 3, because you need 2 tosses with this hand. At the same time, this one is just keeping timing by doing pendulums at its side. And then when you do the turn together, you can do hands together. And I'll show you some other ones that would be like head-to-head relation and some other things like that. But the easiest one I feel like is just to follow through hands together. If you follow through, you can do hands together to go back into wheel plane, or you could stop in spins and then go into wall plane with the same 2 in one hand. So when you're doing a pendulum cascade, at any point in time, you just I'm going to use my left hand to just stay with timing doing pendulums. And you do toss 1, bring it over, and then now I'm in back in wheel plane. All right, so toss over, and then back into wheel plane. So when you're doing pinky side point, thumb side point, and dragging all the way through wall plane, and then going back into wheel plane, you can also stop into wall plane and toss and toss, and that's the same thing as I would be tossing in wall plane in a juggle. You're using the same motions to go from wheel into wheel plane as the wheel into wall plane. The only difference is instead of this, the poi that's not having the 2-in-1 hand grip, instead of just going pendulums back into wheel plane, you're going to stop with the pendulum and then go into spins into wall plane. All right? So using that same grip, and then pendulum 1, 2, 3, and then now I'm in wall plane. All right? Some other things, other than doing hands together, is hand-to-hand relation. You can also do head-to-head relation. So when instead of going down here to put hands together, I can do a pendulum across to head-to-head relation. So it makes a cool little pattern when I'm going from wheel to wheel plane. Yeah? So. Other fun things is anything you do in front of you can do it behind your head. So if I'm doing this pendulum in front, do that behind my head. Alright, so I hope you found this one interesting. I haven't been putting them out every week, but I have a few more that I'm doing, so check them out if you're interested.